What in blazes are your people doing out here? We had an agreement. No collateral damage.
I am sorry, Agent Fowler, but all Autobots are present and accounted for.
Then explain why I'm receiving reports of 2 jumbo-sized bots mixing it up 20 miles outside Omaha.
Decepticons?
There has been plenty of infighting lately. Megatron can't seem to keep his ranks in line.
Well, I'm just arriving on the scene. Have a look.
I don't know. Paint job aside, it can't be Skyquake. You and Optimus pounded him into the ground.
Before Starscream yanked him back out as some kind of undead Terracon. The question still stands. Who's the dance partner?
By the Allspark, it is one of ours.
Wheeljack. Ha ha! Jack is back!
I don't care if Abraham Lincoln's back. We have to contain the situation before we all wind up on the 11 o'clock news.
You got nowhere left to run, Con.
This is Special Agent Fowler of... Whoa! Stand down, hothead. I'm on your side.
Had a feeling the gang might show.
That will do.
Not this again!
Oh, no, you don't.
Wheeljack! Jackie, no!
Dreadwing rigged the place to blow.
Dreadwing?
Actually, that was your handiwork, Sparky.
It's called a gas station, kind of like an Energon depot. Doesn't mix well with blaster fire.
Huh. Well, our Con's getting away.
Wheeljack, there are other considerations. While upon this world, you would do well to follow my lead.
Ow. Take it easy, Doc. I need that arm.
Hold still and maybe you'll keep it.
Look, Commander, apologies for the fireworks. Won't happen again. But I've tracked Dreadwing across 100 light years of space.
Well, I thought you were roving the galaxy, looking for Autobot refugees.
I was, until I found one. A wrecker.
Who?
Sea spray.
How is old Barnacle Butt?
Not so good, Bulk. Blown to bits, actually.
What? No.
Dreadwing.
My flyer, the Jackhammer, picked up Sea Spray's signal a couple of light years from Maderan. We made contact and arranged a rendezvous in the Dromedon system. But Dreadwing must have intercepted the transmission, because he got to Sea Spray first. proximity bomb. Supposed to take us both out. Guess I should be glad the jackhammer can take a punch. I picked up Dreadwing's ion trail and tracked it through a dozen solar systems before catching up with him. And he led me right back to this, Marble. Some coincidence, huh?
I know of this Dreadwing. He was captain of a Seeker armada, and as such, like his twin Skyquake, fiercely loyal to the Decepticon cause. Dreadwing has no doubt traveled to Earth to pay allegiance to his one true master.
Hope he's enjoying the visit. It's gonna be his last.
Wheeljack, this planet is heavily inhabited. Any strike we make against the Decepticons must be carefully measured as a team, lest we risk endangering the human population.
Are you suggesting we sit back and do nothing?
You, loose cannon! Your cowboy antics almost blew our cover.
Cover?
We're robots in disguise, Jackie. You need an Earth-based vehicle mode outside of here.
That spaceship you shot down, not Earth-based. I had to jump through some big hoops to get it hauled out of plain sight. You need to keep a tighter leash on your people, Prime.
A tighter leash? Let me clarify, Tiny.
Jackie?
I'm not one of Optimus Prime's people.
I'll talk to him. With your permission.
Of course.
So, the new guy has a little problem with authority.
Wheeljack and Bulkhead served together in the Wreckers, a combat unit that operated outside the normal chain of command.
Black Ops.
They accepted missions no one else would, and many of them did not come back.
Lord Megatron, I live to serve.
Rise, Dreadwing. Loyalty such as yours is a rare commodity.
Mine runs deep and true. Yet it is not loyalty alone that brought me here.
Oh?
I seek confirmation of the demise of one whom I considered a brother.
How did you learn of his passing?
My twin and I shared a split spark. Our metal but two halves of the same life force. Even across the galaxy, I sensed when he emerged from stasis on his planet. And when his spark was no more.
It is true, Skyquake perished at the hands of the Autobots, though not in fact under my watch.
Then by the pit, every last Autobot on this accursed world will pay.
The Autobots will be punished for their crime, and many others, how and when I see fit.
But Master,
Conflicting agendas will only result in chaos and failure. You would be wise to remember that, Dreadwing. You are under my command now, and as such, you must follow my lead.
Jackie, look, even if it weren't for the humans, we couldn't take on the cons right now. We're outnumbered.
Roadbuster, Pyro, Impactor, Rotostorm, Sea Spray, all dust.
That's what I'm talking about. Wreckers or Autobots, there just aren't that many of us left. But if we get behind Optimus, we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
Guys like Optimus, they talk a good game, but when you're in the scrap, they don't want to get their hands dirty.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't know Optimus like I do. Being a wrecker meant everything to me, but I left that behind.
Because Prime was the real thing, blah, blah, blah.
Wheeljack, I know you're out there listening. I have a proposition for you.
Is that?
Dreadwing.
Meet me at these coordinates, if you have the spark.
I'll see you there, Con. just to watch you fry.
Jackie, it's a trap.
I know, but when has that ever stopped me? You coming with?
At least let me call for backup.
You know wreckers don't call for backup. They call for cleanup.
I wasn't certain you'd come.
I don't like unfinished business. That all you got? If you're thinking about flying out of here,
Think again.
Bulkhead!
Bulkhead signal over 1,000 miles from here, and I would have to imagine that Wheeljack is with him.
Have you attempted contact?
No response.
What took you so long, Bulk? Don't tell me riding with Prime has made you... soft?
If you will not take orders from me, that is one thing. But when you place one of my Autobots in danger...
With all due respect, sir, Bulkhead knew the risks. Every wrecker does. Now, I'm sure he's just somewhere in this rubble.
Optimus! Bulkhead signal has moved from your current position.
You coming with?
You and Bulkhead share quite a history, and yet you prefer to work alone.
The wreckers scattered a long time ago, and alone's usually a lot less complicated.
We are close to population. Remember.
Blasters and fuel pumps don't mix. Our boy's just up ahead.
Hey, guys.
Scrap. You really got yourself in a heap of scrap this time, partner.
Stay back, Jackie.
Better get to work.
Have you defused one of these before?
Fail-safes, dummy leads, booby traps. It's a work of art.
Dreadwing, where are you?
Merely pursuing my destiny, Lord Megatron.
Did I not order you to stand down?
Forgive me, one true master, but it is my hope that vanquishing Optimus Prime will earn your respect.
Optimus is not so easily disposed of, as I keep trying to explain to all of those who foolishly attempt it.
Jackie, if you don't abort, we're both gonna need cleanup.
Trying to focus here, Bulk.
Where's Optimus?
It's like I told you. When the scrap hits the fan blades, the generals are the first to bail.
No, not Optimus.
I assure you, Master, in but a few moments, Optimus and 2 others will be blown to atoms.
I will allow it, Dreadwing, in memory of your departed twin, but only this once. I will be quite surprised if we ever set eyes upon Dreadwing again.
Where is the Prime?
Dreadwing, if you are anything like Skyquake, I know that you value loyalty and honor.
Is there a point to your bluster, Prime?
Only that Megatron knows nothing of those principles. He lives solely for destruction and conquest. But there is another path. Deactivate the bomb.
Get out of here already!
I didn't leave you on Sandakan, and I'm not leaving you here.
Face it, there's only one bot who can defuse this mess, and his name's Dreadwing.
Blaster fire's getting closer, as if the commanders...
Sorry, Jackie. It's 'cause I love you. Sorry, fishies.
Bulkhead, wait!
Out of my way!
Will you listen to me, Bulk? You were right. Dreadwing's the only one who can defuse it. And Optimus knows it too.
Dreadwing, defuse the bomb, or fall victim to your own device.
I will gladly sacrifice myself to avenge my brother.
Then we will, in turn, gladly join the Allspark with our brother.
And with you. You'll never shake us.
Oh.
Very well.
Whew. I had it narrowed down to the blue or the yellow, or the red. So, who do we call for cleanup?
Optimus Prime still lives. As do you, Dreadwing. And that is a victory, however small. A Skyquake so tragically discovered.
Speak to me not of my twin, Lord Megatron, for I am here on Earth to obey your will, and yours alone.
Listen, Commander. I just want to say it was an honor watching you work. I think maybe I had the wrong idea about you.
And it would seem that you place a greater value on community than you otherwise let on.
Whoa, let's not jump the gun here.
Come on, Jackie, if you leave, you probably just wind up coming right back again.
All that wasted fuel, and Energon is in short supply.
Then again, we do have limited space.
Not sure if I'm ready to give up my freedom just yet. Maybe I could do some exploring, see if this rock suits me.
No offense to the jackhammer, but you'll need an Earth-based vehicle mode.
If it pleases you, Lord Megatron, once Soundwave discovers a means of decoding the remainder of the Iacon database, as we know he will, I would suggest the deployment of an underutilized asset.
And what asset would that be, Arachnid?
I believe that my superior tracking skills would expedite your quest to recover the remaining relics.
Noted.
You are a gracious audience, my lord. Soundwave.
Remind me of her trustworthiness.
I believe we must consider the possibility of a future without Megatron.
Dreadwing.
I am at your beck and call, Lord Megatron.
I wish to entrust you with a task I would normally reserve for myself. That is, if you wish to prove yourself worthy of becoming my first lieutenant.
That post belongs to Arachnid.
She will be missed. And I suggest you bring backup. She can be a handful, especially when cornered.
Am I the only one here who considers this to be overkill on Lord Megatron's part? I mean, dispatching 2 of his most proficient warriors to track down 1 unconfirmed Energon spike.
Megatron knows me and Dreadwing here will get the job done.
Actually, I was referring to Dreadwing and myself.
Breakdown. Remain on task. This must be a unified effort.
Indeed, Breakdown. I know we've never seen eyes to eye. But that doesn't mean we can't patch things up.
That's it! Don't...
down! Don't be a fool! Release me!
Easy prey.
Breakdown! What is your status? Breakdown!
Mech 1 to Silas. Our maneuvers have yielded unexpected results. And a familiar face.
How is it that I have been reduced to seeking energon scraps merely to survive? An Insecticon on Earth. You there, scavenger! Deliver that energon to me. You dare turn your back on a superior life form? I am Commander Starscream! Fine! Keep the energon. I hope you choke on it.
Yes, minion. Approach me. Obey me. Worship me. You shouldn't have.
What? You reject a commander, but grovel at the feet of that wretch?
Starscream, don't get your turbines in a twist. After all, the Beast and I are somewhat related. You might even say we are of one mind.
Why are you here? Decepticons never return to stripped minds.
You are not the only rogue Decepticon in need of energon.
Was it a run-in with the Autobots? Or did Megatron invite you on one of his field trips?
Megatron was otherwise engaged. But you should see his lackey.
You know, Arachnid, as fellow outcasts, we should consider putting aside our differences. With this creature under your control and at our disposal, we might employ it to terminate Megatron, allowing us to rule the Decepticons.
Together?
We would simply need to lure Megatron here, away from his support systems, so that we might catch him.
With his guard down. An intriguing proposal. If ruling Decepticons or spending any length of time with you were of the slightest interest to me. Of course you had me at terminate Megatron. Payback would be sweet.
However you wish to spin it.
I would need to ensure my assassin is up to the task. Perhaps a test run is in order.
What? I thought we were partners.
Eviscerate him.
What is it?
A high-frequency signal with an embedded message.
Again?
Starscream. I have obtained information of extreme interest to you. Bring medical kit.
Clear!
Make it fast.
It would appear that, like myself, Arachnid has gone rogue.
What's it to us?
She is planning to retaliate against mankind. I can provide you with her current location.
I don't believe you.
Why wouldn't you? I directed you to the location of the Decepticon space bridge so you could rescue Orion Pax, didn't I?
Yeah, but then you helped Mech steal Bumblebee's T-Cog.
So? He got it back, didn't he? I admit, aligning myself with those vile humans was a colossal error in judgment. But I am alone. I do what I must to survive. But I have paid the price. I am now the one missing his T-Cog.
You're grounded?
Thus of little, if any, threat to you. But Arachnid and her Insecticon intend to...
An Insecticon? Here?
How?
Well, I would have asked, but I was too busy squeezing through a narrow crevice trying to keep the vermin from chewing my leg off, while Arachnid watched.
The reason for our inability to locate Breakdown's signal is all too clear. But how is it that you were unable to recover his remains? What is it?
Heard from Breakdown lately?
Trace the communication.
Megatron, truly. You sent simple henchmen to terminate a high-ranking officer. I thought you reserved that honor for yourself.
Is that a challenge?
An invitation. And since Soundwave is no doubt tracing this signal, you know where to find me.
I'll be back.
Allow me to accompany you.
You already had your chance.
The coordinates Starscream provided are within an abandoned Decepticon mine.
Hold on. You just fixed him up and sent him on his way?
What were we supposed to do? Take him back here?
Not that I wouldn't jump at any chance to put Arachnid down, but she isn't the only one who's robbed me of a partner.
You weren't there, RC. Starscream was weak, defenseless.
And learning of the Insecticon could prove highly tactical. Starscream's intel has proved credible in the past.
Sure, when he wasn't busy stabbing us in the back.
Without the resources we possessed on Cybertron, we lack ready means of capturing and imprisoning our enemies. Nonetheless, I do not condone the termination of any defenseless life form.
You don't waste time.
Your stay of execution has come to an end.
I will leave you two to get acquainted.
Bow before Megatron, your leader. I said bow. and your beast would do well to remember. I hone my skills in the pits of Kaon!
Proceed with extreme caution.
Finish him! Whoa. Scream never mentioned Megatron.
It would seem Starscream orchestrated this convergence in the hope that all his enemies would destroy each other on his behalf.
And I fell for it.
Well, you can have whatever's left of Megatron. Arachnid's mine.
No!
You.
So many surprises today. Let that be a warning to anyone who dares cross that gladiator of Kaon. Be they Decepticon or Autobot. It would seem that I'm unarmed and at your mercy. So tell me, Optimus, do you intend to take me alive? Or end this here and now? The surprises never cease. Oh, scrap.
This may not be the day that I take Megatron's spark, but it is the day I remove yours.
How right you were, Arachnid. Payback is sweet.
Deliver Megatron to us, and I will allow you to live. Never trust a card, kick Buckethead's bucket!
Dreadwing, do I have your word?
My liege. change. Dreadwing may have given you his word, but I did not. Destroy them! You disobeyed my orders in following me here. You will make a fine first lieutenant.
That was intense.
Now, if there's one thing I despise nearly as much as 8-leggers, it's 2-wheelers.
Go on. Get it over with.
As I recollect, in a similar predicament, you once allowed me to live. Consider us even.
RC, what is your status?
In need of assist, but alive. And so is Arachnid.
At least Megatron took care of the other bug problem.
Starscream, I vow I will have your head. So my warrior was merely a scout.
At ease, soldier. Jerk. That's no road rage. Someone's trying to bump me off. Prime? Have you flipped your metal wig?
Go!
Metal to the pedal, Miko!
Go, Jacko! No way! Ralph's scorching us!
Prime? Do you read me?
I'm sorry, Agent Fowler. Optimus isn't here at the moment.
Then I'll take that as a confirmation that he's presently trying to run me off the road.
Agent Fowler, that hardly seems likely.
Tell that to my burning treads!
Like Optimus.
Primes don't run.
You all right in there?
At ease, soldier.
Yes, that's it. Follow the light.
Wait, what? Not the best choice of words, Ratchet.
RC, are you all right?
Sure. Except for being blindsided by Optimus.
Didn't I tell you?
Impossible.
I'm only reporting what I saw.
Why would Optimus try to knock off Agent Fowler? Maybe Optimus believes he's a Decepticon all over again.
Or he's been faking being a good guy all this time.
If Prime has gone off the rails, for any reason, we have a serious problem.
This is absurd. A quick check for Optimus's signal will reveal that he's nowhere near the location of tonight's incident. In fact, he's just returning now.
Is something wrong?
We were just wondering where you've been.
We haven't been able to reach you.
I have been outside of our communication range.
Whoa!
Easy.
In a subterranean energon deposit.
Come on, it's our guy. Can't you tell?
We're sorry.
Don't blame them, Prime. I was attacked earlier tonight, out on the open highway by a big rig. One that bore a striking resemblance to you.
This is a restricted area. Exit the vehicle, or we will open fire.
Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots, and I bring you this message.
Fowler. What? That's not possible. I can tell you sure as there are 50 stars on my Star-Spangled Shorts, it isn't him. All in military base is under attack by Optimus Prime.
The truck?
The bot.
Return to base. We must not inflict human casualties.
No, General Bryce. Optimus Prime did not attack our boys. Because I was with Prime when I received the alert. Yes, sir. The Autobots were at your base, but only in response to the initial attack. But, sir, Yes, sir. I understand.
So what's the damage?
All military personnel are under strict orders to destroy any and all bots on site.
Are you kidding? But they're innocent.
Optimus was framed!
Though unfortunate, the military order changes nothing. Our impostor clearly poses a grave threat to humanity.
A 30-foot-tall transforming imposter.
They actually did it. Those butchers managed to crack the code.
Mech.
Sir, any parallax or latency issues?
The telepresence interface performed flawlessly, in vehicular and robot mode.
Mech abducted Breakdown, and by all indications, deconstructed him from cranial chamber to heel strut.
I was there.
And we know that more recently, they obtained Starscream's T-Cog.
Which they evidently installed in a knockoff of you.
Which in turn scanned an appropriate vehicle form.
Fill the tank with energon.
And say hello to Nemesis Prime.
So where do we start? Mech's base could be anywhere.
Not necessarily. While Mech may have learned much of our biology,
they haven't necessarily absorbed our technology. Without access to a ground bridge, Nemesis Prime would rely solely on its vehicle mode for transportation.
Chances are the mech base is within driving distance of both incidents.
What are we waiting for? Let's get out there and mash Mech's little science project.
Agent Fowler, I do not think it advisable to put yourself in harm's way of Mech's robot again.
Well, I'm not sure it's advisable for bots to be running recon with the military out there gunning for you.
We will maintain vehicular cover until absolutely necessary.
Nothing but tumbleweeds.
Just a whole lot of empty.
Bumblebee, proceed with utmost caution. Reconnaissance only. We will rendezvous at your coordinates.
The Autobots are persistent. Time to meet their match.
Bumblebee. Be on your guard. My double could be anywhere. I'm sorry. What? Bumblebee. Do you read?
Fan out?
And beware of anything that might resemble me.
If I can isolate the control frequency of the remote link Silas is employing, I should be able to pinpoint his exact position.
Remote link?
You didn't think Mech possessed the ability to build a completely autonomous robot, did you?
I was hoping Silas would be operating the bot from inside because one punch from Bulkhead and booyah!
Aha! Frequency isolated.
Then reopen that bridge.
Agent Fowler, did you not hear Optimus advise against your involvement? It's for your own safety.
Look, Doc, I don't plan on dancing with any bots, but there's a human element in play here. And in case you haven't noticed, I happen to be a highly trained, government-grade human.
Yeah, plus Silas tried to run him off the road. It's personal.
Optimus Prime, we meet again.
The deception ends here, Silas.
Does it?
I think I'm gonna toss the breakfast I ate back in flight school.
Agent Fowler, the control frequency is transmitting from a structure 100 meters due north.
Copy that.
chassis possesses all your strength, speed, and firepower. Add my extensive combat training, and Mech has clearly achieved the perfect meld of man and machine. The key difference between you and me? My body can't feel pain. This is just the beginning. Imagine an army of transforming robots. No one will stand against the newly rebooted Mech.
Think again, sigh.
Agent Fowler, in the flesh at last.
And I'm pulling the plug on your video game. Ex-military?
Special tactics. You?
Army Rangers.
Retired, clearly.
I may be out of shape, but I don't need to bust you up. I just need to buy Prime a little time.
Agent Fowler?
That would be our boys. I advise you to get back to base, Prime. I'll handle Uncle Sam.
So how weird was it to see someone who looked exactly like Optimus kicking the scrap out of you?
It's a sight I won't soon forget.
The question remains whether Mech will continue to function as we know it, without its leader.
Well, here's the kicker. We sifted through the wreckage with a fine-tooth comb and couldn't find any trace of Silas.
The internal damage to his organs is massive and beyond the scope of conventional medicine. Fortunately for our leader, Mech is anything but conventional.
Special Agent Fowler, please come in.
What's Private Daly doing here with that camera?
He will be making a record of today's session.
Soldier, too close. Sorry I didn't dress for the occasion.
Formality won't be any more necessary than usual, Bill. But I do need to inform you that our higher-ups are on the warpath.
They want answers regarding recent events.
Perhaps we should begin with the demise of Optimus Prime.
I thought we straightened all this out. Prime is alive and well.
That's difficult for our superiors to accept.
without the benefit of seeing Optimus and the alleged impostor.
Side by side, that didn't seem to be the wisest option at the time. The Sky Jockeys were under direct orders to destroy any and all Autobots on sight.
We were in a heightened state of security.
Let's consider the positives. We now possess greater intel regarding Mech, particularly their leader, Silas, the stage name of one Colonel Leland Bishop, ex-Special Tactics.
The architect of Project Damocles.
Satellites in orbit firing laser beams at any target on Earth. Long since mothballed, and the primary reason for Bishop's discharge. He had other wild ideas, which he practiced with even greater abandon once he went rogue.
And still no sign of his remains.
Of greater concern, Mech agents like Silas might also be Special Tactics.
As in currently enlisted.
One obvious motive for hiding their faces. I would urge a thorough investigation and leave bigger threats to metal hands more capable than our own.
Because you've been allowed to operate at such deeply classified levels, perhaps you could provide some background.
Our transforming visitors are autonomous robotic organisms from the planet Cybertron. They were fighting a war.
Foremost, over control of our world's supply of energon, the fuel and lifeblood of all Autobots and Decepticons alike. Do you recall the period late in the war, when both sides began hiding their energon spoils off-world?
Of course. It's the reason energon deposits exist on planets such as this one.
It is also the reason battles came to be waged on planets such as this one.
These battles over energon and its dark counterpart continue to this day.
And you know this for certain.
I've seen more than enough to make me a believer. But I rely upon field reports from Team Prime, which I, in turn, share with you.
Skip ahead, if you would, to the history of your involvement, Agent Fowler.
As you know, I wasn't overjoyed with what I assumed was going to be a bot-sitting assignment. Prime! Wait, don't tell me. He's out pancaking a mini-mall, but its occupational hazards turn out to be surprisingly severe.
Bring the prod.
And by now, the bots have saved my bacon more times than I can count. Of course, I've returned the favor a time or two. Anytime, fella. Ground floor's coming fast. Sometimes exercising my authority, the girl comes with me. Sometimes relying upon quick thinking. We were just calibrating the subsystems and we had a surge. But it's fine now. How are you? And I've made a few mistakes. Not again! Not this again!
If you would, Agent Fowler, provide a roll call.
So we'll know who's who in the event another bot snaps?
Something like that.
Well, there's...
Bulkhead?
Are you a car? I bet you're a truck. A monster truck. Do you like heavy metal? How much do you weigh? Ever use a wrecking ball for a punching bag?
Look, Miko, before I became a warrior, I was a laborer. Construction. I can build stuff, I can break stuff, and that's it.
Of course, Bigfoot and I don't always see eye to eye.
Don't use that phone, it's... out of order.
He may not be the most agile bot.
Don't look down.
And he's the first to admit he's no rocket scientist.
Come on, Doc, there's nothing up there to scan. Switch it back, I want to see the hoedown showdown.
But his brute strength is invaluable. Thankfully, the science angle is more than covered by Ratchet. The doc can be a little tightly wound.
Without my supervision? You want them to be right, don't you?
Control freak.
But he brings his A-game when the situation calls for it.
It's all right. I'm an emergency vehicle.
Then there's RC.
The motorcycle?
Don't be fooled by the smaller footprint. She leaves a mark. Bumblebee's the team scout. But the warrior in training seems pretty accomplished if you ask me. RC may be about a few words, but Bumblebee doesn't use any that we can understand.
It wants us to get in.
No, just me.
How do you know that?
It said so.
Turns out, it's with good reason. During the war for Cybertron, the poor kid got his voice box torn out by Megatron.
So the Autobots aren't quite the indestructible war machines we'd hoped.
Don't misunderstand. They can take serious punishment. But they do have their vulnerabilities.
Did you just scream like a little girl?
No. Maybe.
This may not be the finish that we had planned, but if this is indeed the end, if we are to become one with the Allspark.
No. Cliff Jumper's life signal just went offline.
If Cliff's gone, standing around here sulking won't bring him back.
We learned that the hard way when we lost Cliff Jumper.
And for the record, Cliff Jumper was the last Autobot casualty?
I told you, the lifeless Autobot you have in storage isn't Prime. It's a knockoff.
We have only your word to go on, without any trace of Silas or the alleged technology Mech utilized to control said knockoff.
A clean scrub is Mech's MO. You and I both know it.
Your last debriefing indicated that Optimus Prime had joined the Decepticons.
Not willfully. Prime had amnesia. I know I was clear on that.
But you can see where outside observers might connect the dots to the recent attack on our base. Bill, the 5 stars have grown nervous that we've been placing our trust in beings who could so easily inflict harm if they chose to turn on us. That's why I've been asked to determine whether I should bring you before a tribunal.
Tribunal? They could shut down our operation. Put me in jail. General Bryce, Prime is no loose cannon. He's anything but. The bots may be big, but they watch where they step. Heck, even the kids.
Kids?
That's what we call our in-house support team.
I wasn't aware you were utilizing any of our resources other than yourself.
They're not enlisted.
You've involved civilians in a classified operation?
Highly accomplished civilians who contribute specialized expertise in computer science, medicine, communications.
I love breaking stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Twisted. Bring the hurt. Nerd alert. Duh. Zombie! Smackdown in outer space. That was cool.
So they know how to take orders.
You could say that.
Welcome to KO Drive-In, where every patty's a knockout. May I take your order?
But what they lack in military discipline, they more than make up for with outside-the-box problem solving.
Oh, nothing.
Gee, imagine that. The 4th dimension has lousy cell phone reception.
Wait, guys, the phone rang. We're getting a signal.
Maybe the Autobots can't see or hear us because we're moving at hyperspeed or something.
Their courage is to be admired.
Hold them still!
They've proven time and again that they're willing to put their lives on the line for their country and their planet.
So your civilians have made enemy contact.
I never forget a face, even that of a human.
You double-cross anyone, mine is the face you'll never forget. Never!
They've pretty much seen it all.
Miko, look away!
But...
Turn your head away!
Whoa. Rest assured, the safety of these humans, of all humans, remains the primary concern of the Autobots.
They have no protective shell. If they get underfoot, they will go squish.
Then, for the time being, Ratchet, we must watch where we step.
And our colleagues wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm living a dream here in Botswana, and I will not allow you or anyone else to shatter it.
They forged meaningful bonds with the bots.
Where's RC?
Ugh! Why don't you just marry her?
I'm right behind you.
And they provide valuable assistance whenever I'm otherwise engaged in the field. You've reached Special Agent William Fowler. I'm currently on an intensive training retreat and unavailable until Tuesday.
I hate talking to machines.
But their involvement was never intended to be anything other than humanitarian, to provide the Autobots with a means of better understanding life on our planet.
A scout should be silent but deadly. What? Maybe it needs one of these doohickeys.
You're a motorcycle, RC. Shouldn't you know how to build a motorcycle engine?
You're a human, Jack. Can you build me a small intestine?
You want me to not only bridge you into a confined space, but one traveling at 90 miles per hour? I can't even count the number of ways that can go wrong. Mass displacement trauma, twisted limbs, metal burn. Well, maybe not the last one.
Sadly, we haven't begun to take full advantage of their science. I mean, I can pilot my VTOL without ever having to wear a flight suit.
What keeps your organs from exploding?
A modification Ratchet performed on the cabin pressure regulator. I like to be comfortable.
We may be getting off track. Please address why we haven't yet been served Megatron's steel head on a silver platter.
The leader of the Decepticons has 9 lives, plain and simple.
Well, I'm staring right at him. Good news is, Megatron isn't exactly staring back.
It's not like we haven't tried. The sick part is, the moment we might have pulled it off, we needed him. Megatron actually helped us save humanity.
Optimus, our past alliances, Autobot, Decepticon, no longer matter. Not while Unicron lives.
Elaborate.
We found ourselves facing an even greater threat than Mech or the Decepticons. Literally, an enemy within. Unicron. I know this is going to sound crazy, but what if I told you our planet's core isn't made up of what science has led us to believe it is?
Agent Fowler, I'm sorry to say I'm forced to discontinue this debriefing until you undergo a full psychological evaluation.
Seriously?
As a representative of the United States government, I believe that you may have lost your sanity.
General Bryce, I assure you that I am quite sane.
It defies all logic, Bill. Dark Energon? Then you go on record saying that you believe in magical horses with horns on their heads.
What?
Do you deny previously reporting that Megatron helped defeat a unicorn?
That's what you... Unicron, the ultimate evil. Permission to strike this from the record.
Granted. But consider yourself on notice. You were saying Megatron proved to be an ally.
The circumstances were unique. Oddly, the con most likely to be of service is Starscream, only by default, because he may despise his team more than he despises ours.
No, Master!
Starscream's loyalty to Megatron has always been questionable. If he has truly split from the Decepticons, our prisoner's knowledge of their agendas could make him a valuable ally.
Megatron tried to extinguish my spark in cold blood, then all but replaced me with that traitorous wretch Arachnid. She abandoned me, left me for scrap. So why not rat them out?
But even after Megatron attempted to terminate him, Starscream still tried to win his master's favor.
Imagine Megatron's appreciation when I not only rescue him, but deliver an Autobot. I believe that would restore my stature quite nicely.
Starscream's insecurity is what makes him less predictable than Megatron, and in some ways, even more dangerous.
I make the decisions here. I am in charge.
He really needs to figure out if it's Megatron's job he wants or Megatron's approval.
I must in turn ask why successful termination of Starscream has not been achieved.
Air superiority continues to provide the cons with the upper hand, though we manage to inflict the occasional setback. But the fact remains, Starscream has supplied valuable intel since he went rogue.
Starscream, I have obtained information regarding your leader. Bring medical kit.
Not to worry. The bots know better than to trust him implicitly.
One step, and your precious biomech is scrap.
Fortunately for us, despite his strategic brilliance, Starscream is his own worst enemy.
Mighty cog.
You're grounded?
And he isn't the only one who's taken flight from Megatron.
The Spider.
Arachnid. As sadistic as they come. And she and RC have quite a history. I can't help but feel the next time they lock horns, only one's gonna walk away. Unless Megatron gets to Arachnid first.
So the infighting among the Decepticon ranks continues.
And then some. Megatron can't seem to keep his inner circle holding hands.
And you don't think we could take advantage of the chaos? Motivate a Decepticon to join our cause?
There is one whom Prime seems to respect.
While it is unlikely that any Decepticon will choose the path of good, even they possess the potential for change.
But having witnessed Dreadwing tear up a town, I wouldn't hang my hopes on it.
So I must press the point. If Optimus believes that even a Decepticon holds the potential for change, why couldn't the reverse be true? No one truly knows what went on behind the Decepticon curtain while Optimus was off the grid. Not you, not the Autobots.
I'm 100% with Ratchet on this one.
Being a Decepticon is a choice, Agent Fowler. One that I have a hard time believing Optimus would make at any point in his life. Orion Pax may not currently be an Autobot up here, but I must believe he will never stop being one in here.
Against all odds, suffering amnesia, Prime engineered his own escape to face down Megatron. But is Prime capable of change?
You know your problem, Optimus? For such a big, strong bot, you're soft. You didn't pound Megatron into scrap when you had the chance! Many chances, in fact!
You might as well use your drill to finish me. What are you waiting for? Think of the glory. Seize the day. Optimus would.
No, he wouldn't.
So tell me, Optimus, do you intend to take me alive? Or end this here and now?
Prime has recently proven he's willing to go further than ever to protect humanity. Optimus Prime is a true patriot. He and his team continue to risk their lives day in and day out, asking absolutely nothing in return.
If you don't survive, Optimus, I fear neither will this planet.
Very well.
The simple fact is, Prime doesn't have a bad circuit in his body.
Move it, Gramps!
Agent Fowler, is that really necessary?
As liaison to the Autobots, I strongly caution that now would be the worst time to call Prime's dedication into question. We're on the verge of an even greater threat than we faced before. The Decepticons are on the hunt for long-buried relics from Cybertron. Preliminary intel suggests they could be sacred objects with mystical properties or weapons of mass destruction.
Mystical?
Strike that too. The point I'm trying to make here is, hold on. Prime, I need an assist.
Agent Fowler, have you uncovered mech agents?
No, they're okay. General Bryce here just needs to confirm the state of your health and welfare.
I am fine, General Bryce. How are you?
I'm well, soldier. Bill, I believe I have everything I need to make a persuasive case that Optimus Prime is indeed alive and well, and firmly on our side.
We appreciate your support, sir.
Dismissed.
head gasket. What the? The Khan's warship? Whoa! Ratchet, don't ask how I got here. Long story. Ratchet, you copy? Oh, scrap. Stealthy. Stealthy. Starscream?
Why is it that every time I return to my old stomping grounds, I find an Autobot roaming the halls?
Don't tell me you came crawling back to Megatron.
Hardly. Now out of my way.
Scream, you gotta show me the way off this boat.
Sorry, too busy.
Look, when you needed help...
As I recall, we bartered. So, unless you have anything of value to offer me, step aside.
The exit. Now!
I may have given RC a free pass when she and I last met. But I won't hesitate to skewer you as I did a certain cliff jumper. Perish, bulkhead.
This is for Cliff Jumper! For Bumblebee! For everything. Left me no choice.
Oh, what I would not give to have wings again. Ah, just as I left it. The Harbinger. Things are finally looking up. Not one scrap of energon! A laboratory. And it's functional. Protoforms.
Bulkhead to base. Picked up a strong reading. I'm gonna go check it out.
Let's see. Transference of binary bonding, submolecular infusion. The formulas seem straightforward enough. Well, my little lumps of clay, you look like you're ripe for the molding. Let's give cloning a whirl, shall we?
Oh, no sign of activity. Energon. Boxed and ready for pickup. Strap.
Esteemed members of my armada, you now stand upon the very precipice of glory to meet the destiny which I have so tenaciously worked toward. Dynamic leadership of the Decepticons! I am delighted to hear that we are on the same page. We are as one, Commander. We share your memories, your very feelings, even your insatiable quest for power. I see. Fortunately, the Harbinger's tracking systems have remained synced with Megatron's warship. Of course, we shall require a means of reaching the... You can transform? Of course you can. How else would you fly to the ship? That was a test, which you all passed. Now take flight and snuff Megatron's accursed spark.
My head gasket.
Spread out. Keep to the shadows. Any one of us is an instant target aboard this warship. But to be seen together would sacrifice the element of surprise. Whoever manages to find Megatron first, report your position.
Starscream?
I cannot wait to savor the vivid details of Megatron's demise. What is happening?
This is for Cliff Jumper! For Bumblebee! For everything.
My genetic code provides my clones with a T-cog I no longer possess, and all I get is their agony?
A comm unit. Bulkhead to base. Do you read? Do you copy? Come on. You stupid con tech. Is this thing even on?
Halt!
A Decepticon beacon. At last. Devoted servants, the time has come for the ultimate retribution.
Optimus, no word yet from Bulkhead. But I am detecting some rather curious subterranean frequencies.
Of earthly origin?
I do not yet know what they are, but I do know where.
The coordinates at which we last encountered Megatron.
And Arachnid.
And Arachnid's Insecticon.
Arise, my armada, and attack!
all likelihood, witnessing the launch of a mission to terminate Megatron.
I can't think of a reason to stop that, even if we could.
But we can stop Arachnid.
Rear guard, engage the Autobots.
Stealthy. Stealthy.
Lord Megatron,
Yes, what is it?
an intruder.
Autobot?
Starscream. He was last seen in the vicinity of the bridge.
Underground. There's a surprise.
Megatron, it has come time to settle old scores.
Really, Starscream? All on your own?
Actually,
clones. Well played, Starscream. If you're even here among your underlings.
underlings, we are as one, though many.
Bring me Starscream's head on a stick, and I will reward you as my second in command. All of you.
No, you are trying to trick us.
Am I?
Is he?
Accept my proposal, and we all win. Otherwise, you will merely end up terminating each other to get the spoils. It is your nature, after all.
Don't listen to him. Prepare to perish at my hand. Our hands! Yes, only our combined firepower will assure Megatron's destruction. Take aim! Do you hear that? Ignore! Fire on 3. 1, 2... What was that?
The sound of the tables turning.
What is going on up there?
Exterminating you was so gratifying the first 3 times. Arachnid. A busy day for assassins.
RC.
when you extinguish my spark, make it hurt. You know, I would extend that courtesy to you.
I'm not like you.
Very well.
Forgive us, one true Lord and Master. This day has certainly seen its share of thwarted intentions.
One way or another, I'm getting off this boat.
Now what?
Out of my way!
Our power core has been compromised. Prepare for landing.
Stasis. She deserves worse.
I intended worse. More times than you know.
You are stronger for the choice you made.
Guys, you are not gonna believe the day I had. You too, huh?
Lord Starscream, your most loyal servant has returned. But I regret to inform you that our collective mission has failed. Yes. I got that sense. Something to do with a throbbing ache in my side. You knew I would attempt to terminate you. I feel your pain. Really, I do.